Hello and good evening, one and all. It is Monday, the 27th of April. And today I've got my headphones because it's been a tough old day today. I'm feeling really tired. And I'm probably just going to do something I don't often do and just immerse myself in the game and just race without talking quite as much. Normally, I give quite a running commentary whilst I am streaming. And tonight, I think I am probably just going to race and just have a quiet one. Going to be interesting. We've got 4 races. Gilles-Villeneuve, the GR3s around here, which is effectively the GR. No, it's not. It's the daily race B. The weather will be different, but basically GRB. So it'll be interesting to see what cars people are using today. I don't know what the OP car is. Then we're going to be off to Daytona road course for the GR4s. Again, that's loosely based on the daily race C. Then we've got GR2s around Tokyo Expressway Clockwise, not a smashy crashy. It will be a regular serious race. And then we'll be heading off to Michelin Raceway Road Atlanta in the Renault Clio RS220 Trophy for the last race of the night. And I think I'm just going to be doing the 4, taking us up to around about 11-ish. Probably a little bit before 11 o'clock, and then I'm probably going to disappear. Yeah, that is where we are at for this evening for those races. At the moment in the room, we have got, let's have a little look. We've got 7 of us in the room. Ollie, Danny C, me, Hulky, Grenster, Wills, and Chicken Yoga. I am loving Ollie's Red Bull livery on that Aston Martin. Looks really good. Danny C's got a nice one on the concept, but I really like the livery on Hulky's F-Type. I think I'm going to have to grab that at some point. So we're going to go racing. Well, we go quali in 8 minutes. I ought to get onto the track and just do a little bit of running. Wheels is also in the... I'm imagining the V12 Vantage is the car to be in around here, as we've got the 2 youngsters in the car, but I'm just going to stick with the BMW. If I run around last, I really don't care. Gwen's just jumped in the AMG. In the chat, we've got Ollie. Welcome. William, Danny C is in. Welcome to you guys. Rachel's in as well. Thank you for popping in and saying hello, my friend. And thank you for the races on Friday. Loved those. Did a couple in Rachel's lobby on Friday just to chill and relax. Really enjoyed them. I did quite well too, which was a bit strange. And she's loving the model on the side down there. She likes her Porsches, and I do like that one. I do like the Golf livery on that model. And I was struggled to find one with the orange wheels, so I was really glad when I found that one and grabbed it as quickly as I could. Jake, are we on a code? Yes, we are, and it's in the Discord. You should be able to see it, Jake. So hopefully you'll be able to get in, but I'm not going to give that out over the live stream for obvious reasons. We did the League versus League race on Friday. Let me just put you back on a spectate. You don't want to be looking at me while we're doing this. We'll go on board with who are we going to go on board with? Hulky's not out. We'll go on board with Danny C. Yeah, we did the League versus League race on Friday. That was against Bad Boys Racing. And yeah, some interesting stuff happened during the week, and PSR got together in a massive way, and we did a lot of practicing. I personally probably did over 500 laps on each of the 2 races, not something that I made public before the event, but I managed to get 2 8th places, which I thought was amazing for me. I expected to be around, at the back, maybe 14th, 15th, 16th, something like that. So to get 2 8s was great, and we absolutely smashed it as a team. Really smashed it, which was really good, because a lot of people have said to me that Bad Boys Racing were very clean and very fast, and to be quite honest, I thought we were going to have our work cut out to even get close to trying to beat them. But in the end, as I said, the whole team really came together during the week, and we put a lot of time on the track, and it all came good in the end, which was really good. Right, let's have a little look. Jake looks like he had problems in yesterday's race. Started 4th from 1 stop and ended 10th. Oh, that's not good. Dowie Motorsport, good evening. Thank you for popping in, my friend. Hope the car is coming along well. and that you're going to be racing that very soon. I can see Rita's in the chat as well. Welcome to you. So we've got 5 minutes before we're going to be going racing, and let's just see who we have got in here. Forgive me, I'm still looking backwards and forwards. I did look at putting the chat laptop on underneath the camera, but unfortunately it's not really going to work in my room, and I did look at putting the camera on the other side, but that really doesn't work. So forgive me, at the moment I'm looking backwards and forwards, and it's quite nice having the double screen over here on the left of the television so that it's out the way when I'm working and we're doing stuff in this room. Jake is coming now. Had to change a livery. It wasn't stream friendly. Oh, thank you, my friend. I appreciate you thinking about your liveries. It is have had to pick people up on liveries in the past, so good that you are changing them. So at the moment we've got Ollie, Grenster, Wills, Danny C, Chicken Yoga, me, Rita, Hulky, and Delox just joined. Looks like Jake is going to be joining us in a minute. And as I said, at the moment I've got the headphones on because I just want to shut the world out, as it were. Okay, let's just drop back in and we'll just do a restart on my wheel because part of it is not working correctly. So we'll just do a restart on that. Yes, you are reading that correctly. 4,107 hours I played this game. It's an awful lot of time. Anybody out there can work out how many days or years that is? Don't think I want to know. Don't think I want to know the answer to that question, if I'm honest. I really don't. Oh dear. All right. Let's see if that has just sorted that little issue out. Yes, it has. That's better. The big news, engine's going back over the next few days. Oh, I guess you've had the engine out for some work. Just set this. Let me just jump out there. I want to read this. So Dowie says, big news, engine going back in over the next few days, and we're looking really close for the car going for livery to be revealed. All will be well. Oh, wicked, that's great news. Great news, great news. Jake said his playtime is 1,000 hours. Rita says 171 days. Okay, so not a year yet. Okay, I've got a little way to go yet. That's only half a year, isn't it? That's still an awful lot of time. Oh. I'm not overly quick around here. And we've got a couple of minutes before we go. Oh, Wheels, you're glitching like crazy, mate. Glitchy, glitchy. I don't know if it's just me. Right, it's 9 minutes past. So let's just jump out of there and we'll have a quick look at where we're at. So we've got Jack Kobe has joined us in the Vantage. So the Vantage is clearly the car to be in. And we've got Ollie's in the Vantage. Grenster's in the Z4. Wheels is in the Vantage. Danny C is in the Mazda Vision GT3. Chicken Yoga's gone for the 458. D-Lock's in the McLaren 650. I've gone for the M6. Rita's in the M6. Alien Swift is in the Vantage. And Hulky's in the F-Type. So I conclude from that the Aston Martin Vantage is the car to be in around here this week. Interesting, because I've wanted that Vantage to be a good car in the game for a long time, and have PD done something to it in the current update that has made it good. Jake says, you know it's bad when I choose the Aston over the Jaguar. Exactly. Yeah, interesting. So anyway, we're probably going to be in a slow car, but hey ho, we'll see what happens. I always wonder if one day I'll jump into a car that isn't the OP and find it is the OP. That'd be funny, wouldn't it? God, it's just hard on the hard tyres. Unfortunately, I'm not going to get to do the dailies this week. Had a busy day today. I've got a busy day in the office tomorrow. I've then got I'm off out on Wednesday morning. Thursday, I've got the builder here, just finishing up the room downstairs, and then that will be that done, which will be great news. All bar the decorating, which obviously Joe and I are going to be doing. And then Friday, beginning of the month, and also obviously the last night before the bank holiday weekend. So it's going to be a busy week here. So I decided not to do anything with regards to the dailies this week. We've got a few people chasing me for World Circuit Race videos anyway, and I'm trying to get a few of those done at the moment. One or two of them, I'm not going to lie, I'm struggling with. Of course, a lot of people will have done a lot of laps in the daily races, probably today for this, so I expect to be way down the order. Goes one of the Astons. That Aston Martin does look quick. Oh, what's that? Thank you. Sorry, that was my other half tapping me on the head. I wonder what on earth it was. Is that Jack? Oh, it's Ollie. Those Aston Martins have really got some power off these corners. we're down in 10th, and that was with people bumping me along. We've got Ollie and Wills and Alien Swift. So Jack Kobe obviously down towards the back of the grid, but that is by design. And yeah, as usual, what you need to do, Mitch, is look at what cars are people in and go with the flow rather than what you want to be in. But hey ho. Grandster, Aston V12 is a lovely car if you don't count the cornering speed. Is it slow around the corners then? Jake said that's a hard old lap, that. Yeah, it's not a track I'm overly used to. So we're going to get Grenster and Wills are going to lead us away. Grenster's in the Z4, Wills is in the V12, Aston Martin. Ollie and Danny on row number 2, Deluxe and Chicken Yoga on 3, Alien Swift and Hulky on 4, Rita and I on 5, Jack Kobe at the back of the grid for this first race. Yes, let's see what happens. It looks like the Z4 was a good car for that one. Grenster certainly making it look like it was a good one. Thank you, Ollie. You were certainly quick out of some of those corners. Right, let's see what we can do. That Aston Martin's quick out the blocks as well, look. Tell you what, that Jaguar behind me looks a bit loose on the back end, but quick. Get round, get round, get round. Wheels is just running away from me at the moment. Got Gr.x that's closing up really tight. Closing up really quickly. Good evening, Greg. How you doing? Can't stay with Wilson, can't stay with Gr.x at the minute. Too quick. Come on, come on, come on. Crikey, Gr.x just 3 seconds down the road already. It does seem to be a little queue of cars up ahead, but I don't think we're going to get anywhere close. Gr.x is just taking decades out of me every corner. Every corner I come out of and I look at the delta, it's like it's about another decade ahead of me. I tell you what, Kobe and Ollie way out front. Be interesting to see how the cars lie in this one at the end. Wow, Jack and Ollie in the vantage out in front. Danny C in the Vision GT3 concept. The Mazda wasn't too bad, only 0.7 behind, but then it was a massive jump back to Alien Swift in the vantage on wheels, 7 and 8.9 seconds further back. And yeah, big old difference. Oh, we did get a clean race bonus. Let's just save the replay as we always do. But it does seem to be in the new version, you've got to be in the right car. Again, I'm finding this with the World Circuit races as well with 1.69. You can try one car and you struggle. You try another car and you struggle. You try another car and you struggle. You try another car and it's the right car and boom, you're on it. Really, really strange. Really strange how the cars can be different for different tracks. Even when you got bop on. Even when you got bop, it's surprising, really surprising what a difference it can make being in the right car. Anyway, we enjoyed the BMW. We don't care. We don't care. But Jack Kobe in the Vantage out front with a 137.564. Ollie with a 138.211 in second, and Danny C in third with a 138.759. Like I said, 7 seconds back then to Swifty in fourth, Wheels Racing in fifth, Dnotes in sixth, Chicken Yoga nearly 11 seconds further back in seventh, Grenster 13 back in the Z4, but I think he might have had a bit of an issue up at the front in the beginning of the race. So coming back from the back, I think, and coming through. I managed to get ninth in the end, but 19.5 seconds off the pace. And then Hulky and Rita both racing together there for 10th and 11th. Jack Kobe, Ollie and Danny C, your 1, 2, 3 for that particular one. Right, we're heading off now to Daytona Road Course. The dreaded first corner, the banked curves, the bus stop. Oh, this one has a little bit of everything. But the big question is, what car do we run in? Let's have a little look and see. Jack's just saying, Ollie, you've easily got 4/10 getting you down to 0.8. What's a good time, Ollie? Says Jack Kobe. Ollie says, I've never been locked on my screen so much. I tell you, when you get Jack Kobe racing with you, the whole pressure just escalates by 10. At least it does when I'm near. Jake's saying, haven't done either of these races but seen Chidgey's video, so I'm golden. Fastest man alive. I haven't seen any of them either, if I'm perfectly honest. Haven't looked at anything at all this week. And what we got? So we've got tyres and fuel. Fuel is ×2 and tyres are ×4. So I guess tyres could come into this one a little bit. I can see that Greg is in the Elantra. What I am going to do is I'm going to let everybody know that we're going to start the qualifier at 25.2. So just over 5 minutes. And we'll get this one underway. But we've got Greg is in the Elantra. Ollie is in the F-Type. Jack Kobe's in the F-Type. Grenster's in the F-Type. So's Wheels Racing. Danny C's in the Elantra. Chicken Yoga's in the F-Type. Dlox has gone for the Megane. Alien Swift is in the F-Type. What makes you think that I've messed up the what's it? Thank you, Jack. I've messed up the race definitions today. I've not put the quali on, so I've got to try and remember to do that. So I apologise for that. But yeah, a lot of F-types in this one. So I'm assuming the F-type is the car of choice around here today. And now I wish I'd grabbed Hulky's livery now. But there we go. So are we calling it the... See, Danny C's in the Elantra, Greg's in the Elantra, and I know Greg mentioned the Elantra to me earlier on today, but we haven't run the Jaguar in the longest time, and Lauren's partner works for Jaguar, well, for a Jaguar dealer, so I think that we ought to go with the Jag. What say yous? I think we should go for the Jaguar. Let's just get out there and do a couple of laps. Haven't driven this car in the longest time. For a while, it was one of my go-to cars. And as you can see, I haven't got the PSR livery on here, so I must go and grab that later on. We've got 3 minutes before we go running. It's only unusual to do this one in the GR4s, of course. Used to doing this in the GR3s, so it feels a lot slower. I really wish they'd give me my lorries back. Jake, I think it's because it feels so much slower. It seems to take longer to get to the corners and stuff than I'm used to. It is Jake, definitely. Hello, David. Where are we? It is 25 past, 25 to even. So we've got Jack Kobe, Greg White, Ollie, Grenster, Wheels, Danny C, Chicken Yoga, Deluxe, me, Rita, Alien, Swift, and Hulky. Let's get this qualifier underway and see how we do. See how we do in this one. What's Hulky in? Oh, he's in the Elantra. I thought he was going to go in that Jaguar with the livery. Dave Capone, are they for real? Laugh at loud. Just seen the pics that are going about. What? What's for real? What pics? Dave, what pictures have you seen? And I mean, it's a genuine question. Please let me know in the chat because there is something going on at the moment. Bear me a second. I think David's gone. Okay. Bear me a second. Okay, cool. That is a possible. Okay. Right. Right. Okay. Let's just see where we are at. Right. Where are we? So Danny C and Greg White are 1 and 2 on the first row of the grid. Ollie and Chicken Yoga in row number 2. Let me just get rid of that as well. Hang on a second. I don't need that in there. I can go. Right. Yeah. Ollie and Chicken Yoga in row number 2. Rita and Alien Swift in 3. Wheels and me on 8. Hulky and Granster on 5. Jack Kobe and Deluxe on 6. Number 1 Pops not in this one. Right. Let's start this race. Yeah, Rachel, I had a very strong suspicion the way that discussion was going, hence asking that question, and then he's disappeared. Yeah, I'm not going to be intimidated, I'm afraid. I am not going to be intimidated by people. If they want to be silly and act like children, it's up to them. Little mind, but it all helps engagement on the channel, so what the heck. Little do they know that they're actually helping in the long run. Ooh. Missed a gear though. I just held onto the gear too long. Need to get on the back of the car in front, if that's all possible. That's one of the pits in. Jack Kobe on the mediums. I thought he might have been on the mediums. That's a bad corner from me when I needed a good one. Need your number one. More medium runners in. That's done a 1:56.029. That's a quick lap. Good evening, number one. Going to catch them quick enough. Ollie's gone for a move on chicken yoga. 2.7. I'm not going to catch them fast enough. Or did Chicken Yoga have a penalty there? Got Chicken Yoga, Ollie, and not sure. We've got Jack Kobe, Danny C, and Greg White out front though. Not quite sure who we got in front. 3 cars, all 1, 2, 2. Chicken Yoga's 202 ahead. He's got a slipstream that I don't have. Or a faster exit that I didn't get. Wow, those 3 really close together. We're a bit too far back to do anything about it. They're going to go 3 wide across the line here. Who on earth is going to get the place out of those 3? Proper NASCAR stuff that was. Woo. Proper NASCAR stuff there. Yeah, what's that? Look at that, 16.504, 16.564 and 16.567. Wow! Ollie D-Locks and Chicken Yoga in a monumental battle there. Holy smokes, Ollie's saying D-Locks lovely side by side in the bus stop. It did look good from where I was standing, except I couldn't get involved. They were just a little bit too quick. But that did look like a brilliant run. Oh, right, we're back. Sorry, just had a very quick job to do. Okay, let's just save the replay and share it, as we always do. Don't want to do that. D-Lock saying beautiful 3 wide racing. Great races, fellas. A dropout. Nice to see where Elantra is worse and better compared for the meta. Looks like Ollie and Jake had a bit of a crash. And I don't know what happened with Hulky and Jake. Looks like they might have had a bit of a coming together. And all right, let's see how we go. Right, so we're off to Tokyo Expressway Clockwise in the GR2s for the next one. 8 laps, 1-on-1, straightforward sprint, racing soft tyres. Oh, Jake clipped the wall and bounced out. Jack Kobe, these GR4s aren't as fun anymore. It just seemed a bit lame. I'm not going to lie. It seemed a bit slow and a bit lethargic, that race. Jack Kobe with a 156.029 and the fastest lap and the win in the F-Type. Danny C in the Elantra with a 157.103 and Greg White also in the Elantra with a 156.499. Greg did say to me earlier on the Elantra was a really good car around here, and it seemed to be the case. 2 Elantras in the top 3. Then we've got Grenster in the Type 4 in 4th, Rita in 5th, Ollie in 6th, D-Lock 7th, Chicken Yoga in 8th, all in the F-Type. I was also in the F-Type in 9th, Wheels in 10th, Alien Swift in 11th, and Hulky in the Elantra in 12th. Top 3, Jack Kobe, Danny C, and Greg White for that one. Well done. Right, let's get into... This isn't a smashy bashy. This is a sensible one. Ray, good evening, my friend. How are you doing? Chat, don't forget to smash them like, share, and subscribe buttons. Thank you, my friend. Thank you. It's free and it helps the stream out more than you maybe realise. It's very, very true. Very true. The number's coming up quite nicely. It's bouncing around a little bit tonight because there's something that's going on at the moment, which is actually getting... weirdly getting me some attention and activity at the moment. I'm not going to go into what it is, but yeah, some people are subscribing and unsubscribing quite a lot today. I've been watching it bouncing around left, right and centre. So yeah, all good. And thank you to everybody that is liking and subscribing properly tonight. I'm not interested in the trolls. They can unsubscribe and disappear. But for those of you that are liking and subscribing genuinely, then I really, really appreciate it. I can see that RTR Rockstar has subscribed half an hour ago, and yeah, I've been watching who is and who isn't, and yes, I have also punched out a few other people over the weekend, which meant it dropped a bit and then bounced back up again, which was interesting. So yeah, Ray, thank you for mentioning that. Right, where are we? NSX concept, RS5. Trouble with the RS5 is you've got to lean on the button all the time. Do you know what? I might just go with Old Faithful. Although the problem with this one is that I haven't done the oil since the weekend, since Friday, and it could well be a little bit worse for wear. So we might have to do that one shortly. And William is saying to Ollie, no donuts today. No donuts, jam donuts, custard donuts, or whatever. Sugar donuts. Jack Covey wants a couple of minutes. So what we'll do is we will get this... oh, I've done it again. I need to get the qualifier in here. Practice qualifier race, change settings. And we will, when I get into it, we'll start the qualifier on this one at... I'm going to try for 15, quarter past. See if Jack Kobe's back. Hopefully he will. Hopefully he will. But thank you to everybody that has checked in and that is watching, liking, subscribing, and everything else today. It is very, 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 very much appreciated. I do appreciate you. And... it's all very, very nice. Right, where are we? Let's just get out on track for the moment. Oh, Ray, I hope your league goes well. Jack Kobe says something about that, about Jeff, who passed away recently, one of the guys from DDR. So I'm glad you guys are doing something. It wasn't somebody that I knew, so... but good luck with that. I wonder whether there might be a revival of DDR out of it. Where are we? Oh, we are quarter past. And if Jack's back. Right. Jack, are you back? Are you ready to rumble? You've got Jack Kobe, Greg White, Ollie and Wills, Danny C, Chicken Yoga, Deluxe, me, Rita, Alien Swift, Hulky, and number one Pops. Let's get this one underway and we'll see how we go. All right, let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Mikey, good evening. I think it's been going all right. I'm a bit quiet today. There's an awful lot that's gone on today. I come off the brakes. Why did I come off the brakes? Oh, Mikey, I'm sorry to hear that. I seem to be picking all your favourite combos at the moment. Oh, that's a bit of a slide there. How are the fingers? Oh, gone way too deep. trying to push the track limits. Oh, not much better. Was told acupuncture will not actually help. At least that saved me £60. Oh, I was really hoping that the acupuncture was going to help for you. I really did. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, mate. I'm sorry to hear that. I just hope they find something that can help you. I don't know whether to... you said that. Been advised shock therapy has helped some people, but that just scares me. That's the shock and the scare. Is that a play on words or genuine? Oh yeah, shock therapy. Yeah, no, I don't think I'd like that, to be quite honest. Ooh. How come D-Lock's DNF'd? Have we got a DNF? Have we got a DNF to go in my log? Ooh. Give me a second. Let me just get this done in here. Right, let's just get this one underway. So we've got Danny C and Ollie are going to be leading us away. Wheels Racing and me on row number 2. Greg White and number 1 on 3. Alien Swift and Rita on 4. Hulky and Chicken Yoga on 5. And Jack will be coming through from the back, it looks like. Let me just save that into the register because I'm not seeing any reason why D-Lock's DNF'd on that one. And we've got a whole new process with regards to DNFs now. So I'm going to watch the chat for a moment, just see if he does come in and let us know what the issue was. It could, of course, been a complete power outage and he can't reply. Who knows? Who knows? We shall see. Oh, I'm in the wall. Got that all wrong. completely wrong. Oh, getting this all wrong. Did it fine in quali. Pretty awful right now. Oh, sorry, Greg. He did come right across in front of me. Oh, I need some help. I need some help. Jack's going away from me. Even though I'm setting blues, he's still quicker. Got into the wall heavy there. Oh, I don't need damage now. Now's where I need the downforce. Ugh. I just undid all the good I did. Greg should go through now. Got damage on the front. It should out-drag me easily. All damage is just cleaned up. I'm going to drop back from Greg now. 2 taps on the wall is not good. 1 tap on the wall is not good. 2 taps on the wall is just downright wrong. Right. Trouble is, I need to be on the back of Greg to help us try and catch up the guys in front, but I think that Jack Kobe, Ollie and Danny C are away and gone. I've got number 1 behind me with Swifty. If they're working together, I'm going to be in trouble. I need to get on the back and work with Greg. Gonna need some monumental corners coming up. Is that rain I see? That I was not expecting. It is, it's raining. Oh my word. This was not expected. What are the guys up front doing? Are they coming in or are they going around again? Oh no. I've just binned it on my own there. Oh. Oh. Oh no, it's all gone wrong. It's all gone badly wrong. Oh no. Oh no. Where on earth did all this rain come from? No! I just followed Swifty round. Oh no, I've ended up backwards. I've ended up backwards. Oh, there's a car coming. Oh no. Well, we got a... Who ordered up rain? I was not expecting rain in that one. Oh, Jake did not have wets. Oh dear, oh dear. Oh, Deadpool says, hasn't helped. Do I have my car boot fall on my forearm? No! Oh my God, that must have really hurt. Oh, no. Jake spammed 4 times on his way to the corner. Oh my God. Oh my word. Oh my word. Oh my word. Wow. Yeah, I wasn't, genuinely was not expecting rain in that one. Not at all. And that really did throw up a real old spanner in the works for that one. I was going really good until that rain came. And then it was just like, ugh, okay, we're now in trouble. We just go to show you never know what you're going to get. Jake says the corner wasn't an issue. The straight line. You know what? I'm glad you said that. I was struggling just to get the power down in the mid gear range. It just wanting to go round on the straights. I'm a bit with you. To leave the gear up higher in a higher gear, and it went round the corners reasonably well. So yeah, that was interesting. Right, okay, we've got one last one for the night, I'm afraid, guys. But before we do that, we'll have a look and see how people did. Jack Kobe in the NSX out front with a 1:43.617 and the fastest lap and winner. Ollie has been up there all night in second, going really well with a 1:44.830. And Danny C, he's on fire tonight, a 1:45.284 on the podium again. Greg White just off in fourth, Wheels Racing in fifth, Chicken Yoga sixth, Alien Swift in seventh, and then I got eighth, number one Pops in ninth, Hulky 10th. Rita is somewhere out on the track with with Hulky still running somewhere. But look at that, Jack Kobe, Ollie, and Danny C, 33 seconds ahead of Greg in fourth. Whoa, that is quite a lead that those guys had. Whether the rain had something to do with that, I really haven't got a clue. I'm going to have to look at the settings on that one later on and see what happened. Chicken Yoga, how did I end up sixth? Probably because you did well in the rain, my friend. Danny, thank you very much, my friend. Thank you for jumping in and racing with us this evening. Have yourselves a really good night. Thank you ever so much. And so we're going to be down to 10 max, I think, at the moment. Hulky's going to be spectating this one. I need to pick up the Clio manufacturer, Renault Clio. Tell you what, who's going to be in this one? Jack Kobe is going to be outstanding in this because he used to race one of these. So the Renault Clio RS220, 2016. I've got a 2016. Oh, I think I need to sit out this one because I don't believe I haven't got this car. I don't have this car. There we go. Clio RS220, Trophy 16. I think at some point I've wide-bodied this, if I'm honest, which means I can't run this. And it means I must get out there and rebuy this car at the end of this stream. 11, 11, 21, 15, 95, 85, 4. That's not the car. 16. I do not have it. I don't have it. Jack, I know, but I've had a heck of a day today. I've had a heck of a day today. Mikey used to have a Clio 182, a real blast. Well, Jack Kobe used to have, or I don't think it does anymore. They used to have a V6. I think it was a V6 Clio. Did you have? I think, Jack. Get me correct if I'm wrong. Yeah, I know, Mikey. I need to. I will pick one up at the end of this stream. I'll do it before I go off. You guys will have to scream and scream and scream at me because the last time this came up, I did this and then I didn't buy it. Right, we are going to. I need to do this as well. And I can't because somebody's initializing. This is a shame because this is my favourite track too. I was looking out for this, looking forward to this one. Jake was looking forward to a good race with me here. Salamander, good evening, good evening, good evening. Even I bought it, and I don't buy cars unless it's last second. Oh. Rachel said, is this the Clio with the engine at the back? I don't think so. It's the engine in the front from what I remember. Right, the qualifier is going to be at 47. This one. So just a couple of minutes and then we'll go. Just let people in. I think I'm going to be spectating. Hulky's going to be spectating. Mikey had a Clio Williams too also. Wish I kept hold of that one. Crikey. I bet they're worth a few pennies now, aren't they? The Williams ones. They were special, limited edition, if I remember rightly. And I'm not really into my Renaults and my Clios, if I'm honest. But there we go. Right, so just under a minute and we will get going on this one. In some respects, it's probably better than a don't race anyway. Right. Well, number one pops as an R5 Gordini back in 1995. Got some cracking cars there. Oh, somebody going across the grass. Deadpool pays 6,000, selling for over 20k in mint condition. Yeah, but the problem is finding a mint condition one. There's not many of them out there, but if you have got a mint, it's like I had the opportunity to buy an RS500 back in the day, and I passed up on it because it was just an obscene amount of money then. But boy, oh boy, if I bought that and it got like 500 miles on the clock or 400 miles, it wasn't quite delivery mileage, but it wasn't far off delivery mileage. It sat in a warehouse. If I bought that, oh my word, that would have been good. Probably only had about 100, 200 miles on the clock. Not very many at all. Not very many at all. Right, let's see where we're at. Everybody's just going out at the moment. Jake says, my car has 2 miles on it. It's the first race. So where's Jake? I can't even see him at the moment. I've lost him. I don't think it's so new he doesn't even want to go out onto the track. Well, there we go. 2.3 miles Jake has done in this car. Wills has done 39 in his. Rita has done 100 in hers. Ollie has done 3 miles in his. Jack Kobe has done 88. Greg White, 69. Chicken Yoga has done 2.8. Alien Swift, 2.7 now. And number one has done no miles whatsoever. Number one Pops gets the prize for 0,000. He's not even turned a wheel in this car. It's brand new. And I think that Rita has got the oldest car on track at the moment. She has. Rita's got the most experience in this car out of everybody. Let's put some replay options. Oh, I've got all up. That's good. So, Wheels is just coming across the line to start his first flying lap. So, you think you can ignore the 156.3. I'm imagining that is going to be an out lap. And, yeah, it will be. Just a bit confused as to why Wheels was black for a few moments, but it has now gone red, so showing that is an out lap. So we've got Wheels Racing is in the black car, Ollie is in the silver, Jack Kobe is in the Montoplast liveried car, Greg White is in the PSR Elf stroke United Colours, the Benetton car, I think. Those do look like Benetton colours to me, but there we go. Chicken Yoga is in a white car. Alien Swift is in a black. Number one Pops is also in the black. And Rita is in the yellow car, sitting in the pits, having a cup of tea, reading the newspaper, checking her email, and just minding her own business at the moment. Either that, or she's admiring the 4 gentlemen that are perched on the wall and sitting there wondering, if I just go up there and just nudge one of them with my mirror, will they all fall over like a row of dominoes going boom, 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 boom? That would be funny. Rita, go and try. Rita, go try. Go try. Go try. Look, they're just posted on a wall there. You could drive up to them with your mirror, just catch that guy's knee, spinning round, and then all go dun, 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 dun. Right, let's see what we've got. Wheels is just coming across the line to set the time. Oh, he's got a red, so he must have had a penalty or something there. Although it's shown as 135, I'm completely confused because Wheels is showing a 135.676 on the left, but he's showing a 146.116 and going across the grass on the right. So I don't know what's going on with the times here. Gr.x is correct at 136.103. Ollie a 136.259 and Chicken Yoga a 138.473. But I'm not quite sure. Okay, Wheels is now being set correctly. He said a 135.676, and I think he's just completely missed the corner and gone straight on there. But Wheels out front by a fair margin, 0.427 of 0.427 of a second, and Greg is just 0.156 ahead of Ollie on, and Greg is in the pits at the moment, so it looks like he feels that's as fast as he can go. And at the moment we've got Ollie chasing down Jack Kobe. Jack, I imagine, is going to be bailing at the end of this one to not set a time and come through from the back. And Rita remains in the pits, admiring the 4 young men sitting on the wall. Reminds me of 4 green bottles, except it wouldn't be 4 green bottles, would it? It would be 4 yellow liveried men sitting on a wall. 4 yellow men sitting on a wall. If Rita came along and smacked them all, there'd be no yellow liveried men sitting on the wall. Oh dear, Mitchell Morgan's at it again. It's been a while since he's lost the plot. Oh, we've lost the plot, we've lost the plot, we've lost the plot. Good time. Right, Ollie has set a nice time, a 135.450. Chasing down Wheels now, so just 0.226 ahead of Wheels. Oh, Wheels jumped across the curb there. Oh, surely that must be a penalty. Did he get away with that? We just joined him just as he went through there. It looked like he completely jumped the corner. But no, it looks like he's got away with it. Does he go quicker? No, he doesn't go quicker. So it is still Ollie out front at the moment. Greg is still sitting in the pits having a cup of tea. Alien Swift is in 4th at the moment. Chicken Yoga 5th. Number 1 Pops in 6th. I think the most of... Oh no, we got Jack Kobe and Ollie are still running. They look like they're running full pelt. Baronel, good evening. Good evening. Don't let your intrusive thoughts win. Love it, love it, love it. Oh, thank you for popping in and saying hello. Guys, if you haven't already, please smack the like button. And if you're new around here, if you could smack that subscribe button as well, that would be fantastic. We have stepped over 5450 today, which is really, really nice. We're now on our way to 4,600 subscribers. Thank you to everybody that is subscribing at the moment. But I do think that that number is going to fluctuate a little bit over the next few days, because there is something going on at the moment that is gaining me subscribers, but I think they're only going to be temporary ones. So, yeah. Enough said about that right now. Okay, so Jack Kobe bangs it on the pole. A 134.863, 0.587 ahead of Ollie in second. Ollie picking up a half-second penalty there. Unusual for Jack Kobe to go and finish a lap time, but now we know what we need. He says, bleep, I forgot to bail. Love it, love it, love it. Right, okay, let's get this one underway. It's going to be Jack Kobe and Ollie that are going to lead us away. I suspect that Jack might pull over to one side, so just bear that in mind. Jack, if you're going to do that, please do it when it is safe to do so. Wheels and Greg White on row number 2. Alien Swift and number 1 Pops in row number 3. And it's going to be Chicken Yoga even, and Rita on row number 8. Let's get this one underway and let's see what's going to happen here. So Jack's going to probably drop to the back, and then he's going to have to come through. But he's only got 5 laps to do it. So not an awful lot. Not a lot. We are going to be spectating this one because I do not have the car. And the rule is, if you don't have the car, you don't race. Well, I haven't got the car, so I'm not racing. I am going to buy it after this one. I am going to buy it after this one. Right, here we go. We're at Michelin Raceway Road, Atlanta. It's slightly overcast with 4 lights, with 5 lights. And we are going to be going racing when they're out. They are out. Jack Kobe immediately pulls over to the side. And it is going to be Ollie and Wills that are going to resume the front. Can Wills get a move up the inside of Ollie into turn 1? Or is Greg White going to get a really nice slipstream and get into the mix as well? It's Ollie that does brake late. He's got the corner owned, and he's got position number 1 owned as well at the moment. But Wills is only 0.4 behind. But Wills, oh, Greg looks like he's going a bit wide there. But I think Greg has just got a beautiful move up the inside. Wow, that was great move there. Just giving Wills enough room on the inside. There's a little bit of a backdoor through there. Unfortunately, Greg just getting shuffled out a little bit wide there. But it is Ollie 1.5 ahead of Wills, who's 0.2 ahead of Swifty, who's 0.2 ahead of Greg, who's 0.01. Well, he was number 1. Pops has just gone through. There is a lot of changing of places here. And poor Greg is finding himself in a real British touring car, 1980s British touring car race here. He's not going to have any mirrors. I think he's going to have multicoloured paint on the side of his car, even more than he started off with. I mean, the car was multicoloured to start with, but certainly think there's going to be a few other colours on that car. But he's 0.8, no he isn't, he's 0.08 behind number 1 Pops, who's 0.8 behind Alien Swift. And oh crikey, those 3 really tight going into here. Oh, the car at the back there, who on earth was that? That's Kobe trying to have a look through the back there. I thought he might have seen a way through there, but he had to back out of it. He's going to follow through behind Greg at the moment to see if they can get up the inside of Pops. Pops is going to have to be brave and go around the outside. We're almost 3 wide into this one. You cannot go through there 3 wide, guys. Somebody's got to give. Something's got to give. Oh, it's a couple of cars out front that had to give. I'm not sure who went off, but Greg White comes out of that ahead. And Jack Kobe and number 1 Pops absolutely go for it. Number 1 Pops not letting the PSR alien through. Number 1 Pops is on it. Oh, I'm loving this. Come on, Pops. Yes, lovely move. Lovely power sliding for number 1 Pops through there. Brilliant car control to stay ahead of Jack Kobe. Jack's going to be enjoying this. Now, can number 1 Pops get on the back of Greg? He's both attacking and defending at the moment. But he's 0.6 behind Greg, and he's 0.36 behind Jack Kobe. Desperately needs a good exit out of here to pick up the slipstream off of Greg White. Jack Kobe, as always, a great run out of the corner. Is he going to work with number 1 Pops, or is he going to go for the move? It looks like he is going to work with number 1 at the moment. Picked up the slipstream. He wants to get on the back of Greg White. Ollie, at the moment, is 4.2 down the road. I don't know quite what's happening here, but I think Ollie must have a jet engine in that car at the moment. He's absolutely flying. Greg White is going well, and number 1 Pops really closing up behind Greg White there towards the end of the straight and then through the chicane. Not sure if Jack Kobe's helping with the bump draft in here, but these 2 cars right up with Greg White again now. So Greg White is 0.4 ahead of number 1, and Jack Kobe, well, is right on number 1 Pops' bumper. Number 1 Pops going beautifully. He's really soaking up the pressure, and Greg White dancing on the tyres there. That Clio looking really, really loose as he went through that corner, but very, very quick through there. Greg just slightly on the grass there. Jack Kobe beautifully around that corner. He's going to get a lovely run off of this one, and unfortunately Greg has picked up a half-second penalty. I did wonder, he looked like he was on the grass there, so Greg is going to have to absolutely get on it in through the penalty section. Ollie, no such drama out front. He's in a class of his own, this young lad. 4.4 seconds out front. Jack Kobe, where are you? Ollie needs some competition. But I tell you what, Jack Kobe is still tucked up behind number 1 Pops. Greg White is going to have to serve that penalty. Oh, Greg's picked up another half-second penalty. So he's got 1 second. That is going to drop him right back off the pace. I think number one Pops must have intimidated Gr.x beautifully into a couple of track limits, and that is going to crucify his race. Jack Kobe just jumps in behind Gr.x to give him a little bit of a push. So is Jack going to be helping Greg to get this little 3-car battle back on track, or is Greg going to gap Jack Kobe? We will see in just a moment, but at the moment it is Ollie out front. Oh, Greg gets past number one. Number one must have had a bit of an issue there, I think, because Gr.x goes through. Number one Pops now in third, and Jack Kobe right with these two. I think Jack is helping both of these equally. Lovely, lovely respect and car controllers who got over the hill, side-by-side action from these guys. I'm afraid I'm not on board with anybody else, because these three are giving us some absolutely phenomenal entertainment. Number one Pops hit in the front there. Beautiful move. Greg got another half-second penalty, so Greg is really pushing this car on the track limits at the moment, but the track limits are hurting him massively, and Kobe on the back of number one Pops. But number one soaking up the pressure absolutely beautifully, defending well, getting all of these corners beautifully done. He's literally power sliding brilliantly through these corners. It's lovely to watch. Absolutely phenomenal. Real British touring car stuff this is. Out front, Ollie 6.8 in a world of his own. He's missing all of the fun that is going on behind. Number one Pops 0.3 ahead of Jack Kobe. Jack Kobe 0.3 ahead of Gr.x. These guys are 4.7 ahead of the best of the rest. And forgive me that I'm not actually watching them. There is a battle going on here between Rita and Chicken Yoga, and also Wheels is on his own at the back there. But it is this little battle here that is absolutely fascinating and intriguing. We've lost Gr.x off the back a little bit at the moment. Jack Kobe goes for a move up the inside. Can he get that done? Number one Pops has been absolutely sublime in this one around the outside. Can he do it again? They are alongside, but Jack Kobe is going to have the inside for the first corner of the first lap. Can number one Pops get a switcher and get underneath? No, he can't. He's going to be hanging it around the outside. Oh my word, he's going to get the inside for this one, but then Jack Kobe's going to get the inside for the next. Jack tucks in. Jack all over the curb there. Surely that was a penalty, and number one Pops across the grass as well. It did look like Jack Kobe had all four wheels across the curb there, but he got away with it, and he's hit the front of this little pack. Number one Pops picked up a half-second penalty, which is a real shame, because number one Pops has been on this all the way through, and I really thought that there was going to be a podium on for him, but it looks like right at the last minute he's picked up another 1 second penalty. He's picked up he's picked up the marshal's attention like Greg did earlier on, and I think that the baton has been passed to number one now, and that is going to gift it to Gr.x. I can't see any way that Greg is going to catch Jack Kobe. But number one Pops really deserved the podium, and unfortunately I don't think it's quite going to come off. Gr.x just sweeps down the inside there as we go into the fast chicane at the bottom. Is there going to be any shenanigans through here? Is there going to be any track limits? Number one Pops sliding that car around. Jack Kobe gets through cleanly. Gr.x gets through cleanly. Ollie comes across the line. Jack Kobe's going to come across the line to take second. Gr.x is going to get third place, and number one Pops in fourth. But what a battle that was. Incredible. Rita, oh, burying it into the barrier on the exit of the last corner. That just let Chicken Yoga through. Wheels comes across in seventh, and Alien Swift, well, looks like that little Clio needs to go to the body shop. It looks a little bit bent on that corner, but oh, what a race up front. That was absolutely phenomenal with Jack Kobe, Gr.x and number one Pops. Best win in the world. I'd have loved for it to finish in a slightly different order. Alas, alas, it was the way that it went, and it was nice to see that the guys were absolutely going for it there, right the way to the line. And yeah, sometimes I don't race and I commentate on a banger of a race, and that was an absolutely barnstorming race out front. It was great. It was absolutely brilliant. Fair enough. There is a charm racing in those slow street cars. Oh, dear. It was brilliant. 3 wide going down the straight, says Jack Kobe. It was outstanding, that race. Ollie was your winner, a 135.137. Miles faster than anybody else in that one. Jack Kobe in second with a 136.6. Greg White in third with a 136.5. And number one Pops in a very close fourth with a 136.8. A little bit further back, Chicken Yoga and Rita having a little bit of a battle. We saw Rita dropping it on the line there just to let Chicken Yoga through and to take fifth, and she got sixth. Wheels Racing in seventh, Alien Swift in eighth. And those were your runners for the last one of the night. That just needs me to say thank you, everyone, for this evening. Unfortunately, that is it for tonight. And tomorrow night, I'm going to be loading up some just 4 straightforward randomized races from the randomizer. We'll drop the daily races tomorrow and we will get back into that. So I just want to say thank you to everybody that has raced with me this evening. And thank you to everybody that has liked and subscribed. One of the things I am going to do before I do anything else is pop off and get that car. It is the Trophy 16. Hopefully it is available in the Grand Central. But what a race at the end. Absolutely phenomenal. And Jack Kobe, oh, that's praise indeed for Ollie. He says, no, Ollie, you are an alien. Wow, and he was around that one. Absolutely fantastic. Some of the guys are getting so quick right now. So fast. Right, we'll come down to France. We'll pick up the Renault. Where it is, there it is. And we're going to grab a 220 Trophy 16, if I can. RS 220 Trophy 16. We'll grab a... You see, we got a red one. And I am going to imagine that that is wide-bodied. Almost definitely going to be wide-bodied on it. Let's have a little nose and see. I must admit that I think it is wide-bodied because we did do a championship race where it required a wide body, and I think that's probably the reason why I don't actually have that that car available to me. Let's just have a very quick look. So we'll pop into the garage and we'll have a nose. Oh, my oil on this one is as I thought. Does need some work doing on it. Actually, I'm not going to worry about that because I'll check a little bit later. I'm not going to do that on stream because it is getting on a little bit late. So I'm just going to change the oil on this. And while I'm doing that, I will bid you a very good night, morning, evening, day, afternoon, wherever you are, whatever you're doing. Have a great one. And I will see you again very soon. For now, thank you for watching. Thank you for liking. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for following me. Thank you for racing with me. Thank you all for supporting me and my channel. It's very much appreciated. See you later. Bye.